I'm Dave Butfield. These days, fishing is so much more than just soaking your bait in the water. And you may have some questions like, where's the most productive area to go fishing for your target species? When's the best time to catch that species? And of course, what is the best bait to use? Throughout my travels both here in Australia and overseas, I've been very fortunate to wet a line for some pretty amazing species. From barramundi in India, giant kingfish in New Zealand, and monster bream on the south coast of New South Wales, just to name a few. In that time, I've learnt so many different ways to catch a fish, and now it's my aim to try to pass that information on to you.
Or I hook a small one, I'm hooked on fishing.
On this week's show, we head an hour and a half north from Sydney to Swansea. I catch up with my good mate Jason Nunn as we try our luck on the reefs. Then it's lures in the water to see if we can find a marlin or even a dolphin fish. As we leave the boat ramp and head along the channel, it's life jackets on, as we need to cross the bar. Bar crossings can be very dangerous, so care must be taken at all times.
Yep.
Go, Dave.
Yep, we got, we're back on again. So we dropped him and then back on. So here we are in beautiful Swansea, just around Moon Island with Jason Nunn. And Jace, it's first cast we're on.
Yeah, look, just watching a bit of wave action on us here at the moment. So right in that whitewater they are at the present.
Yep. It looks like we've got a tail.
Taylor or Bonito, one of the two.
Well, there you go. And this is easy fishing we're doing today. And we're starting to get, there you go, little Taylor. Oh, actually not a bad Taylor, Jace.
No, look, I mean, good run of Taylor at the moment, and look, they'll increase as it gets cooler. They'll get certainly bigger.
As you can see here, we've got our little chrome lure. And jump in here, Jace. We right to jump in?
Yeah, just watching them.
Yeah, so we're right here close to the rocks here, so we just got to take care because it's breaking waves, so we don't want to get caught up in that. Now, Jace, this is about the average size you'll get around here?
Yeah, look, I mean, yeah, it is probably an average fish, but in this little area out here, fish up 2 to 3 kilo during the winter months. But a real run fish, you know, it's March, it's a typical time of year.
Today we're going to do some basic fishing, and that's what we'll be doing over the series, doing fishing that everyone can do. Getting a chrome lure, you can do this from a kayak, you can do it from the shore, and you will get some great fish. And then later on we'll probably go south, Jason, and fish some of the reefs.
Yeah, look, we'll head down towards Bird Island area there, a lot of trag down there at the moment. Normally an evening fish, but we have been getting them on the tide, so we're going to give that a go. Might be a few squire, maybe a king, and look, and then probably about 11 or 12 o'clock as that nor'easter just kicks in, we're going to head out off Swansea to the Fad, and there's a lot of dolphin fish around at the moment. We might pull a few skirts. If we can find a couple of fish, just drift a couple of squid baits back there. It's going to be a nice easy day.
And mate, we'll get some more lures in then, hopefully we'll get one or two more fish, and then go and fish the reefs.
So let's do it.
Let's go. Yeah, got a hit, Jace. We're back in there. I've got two. Oh, yeah, here we go. Yep, we're on, Jace.
Got him?
Yep, get in there, mate. We had a little bit of a couple of casts. We didn't get a fish, Jace. I reckon the dolphins.
Yeah, look, the dolphins spooked them up, and you can see them tailing down that little bit of swell there, chasing them. So, like you said,
he's off.
Oh, got a lusty. I see him right on the surface there then.
Yeah, the problem we've got at the moment, we've got a few dolphins hanging around, and that's not a good thing, hey, Jace?
Look, I mean, they're hungry as well, so there's quite a group of them working around this bommy now. No sooner had you hooked that fish before, and then all of a sudden it was tea time.
Yeah,
the way it went.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, they're beautiful creatures, the old dolphins, but they're not the fisherman's best friend. Well, here we are, we've just moved locations, Jace. We had some fun, as we just talked about, on some Taylor, and we're here at a reef now, so we're going to do some bottom bashing.
Look, yeah, for sure. We're in about 40 metres of water. Bird Island just in the background from us down there as well, Nora Head Light. The water's changed colour a little bit from the other day. It's probably got a little bit more green to it, but Should be a few trags, some nice showings on the sounder. Maybe a couple of reds, I'm hoping.
We're just using a standard paternoster rig, as you can see here, snapper sinker on the bottom. We've got our little L-cat flusher hooks here, which is a circle hook, and we've got another one just up there as well. So little bits of tint on there is an extra attractant, and hopefully that'll produce our fish.
Obviously, like you say, those little tiny teasers on the tops of the hooks there, ideal for this sort of.
That's right, exactly. So we'll drop these down, and hopefully it won't be too long, we can get a couple of bites, and hopefully a nice little trade, mate.
I'm hoping. I don't know what it is.
It's starting to get a bit of colour in the water there. You can see that. Looks like a cuttlefish or something, Jace.
I think so, yeah. Yeah, good call. Cuttlefish.
Cuttlefish.
And a big bugger.
Yeah, big bugger. Oh, he's a monster. We'll net him.
This is going to get very ugly.
Very messy.
Oh, yeah. Look, I'm glad you're standing in front of me, Dave. I think this is just beautiful.
There you go. Don't point him at me.
There's your cuttlefish.
Well, there's our cuttlefish in the water. I got inked, not too bad, but I did get inked right across the mouth. So, he's a big creature.
Oh, mate, he'd have to be 10 kilo or more. He was a big cuttlefish.
I just got a mouthful of it. So, and they look at you and just bang straight in the face.
Oh, look, for sure he was. I just wasn't keen to get grabbed hold of him. Sorry I had to let it go.
Yeah, but and that's a bit of fun anyway.
It can continue.
Oh God.
Don't think it's much. It's certainly not going to be one of those cuttlefish, Dave, that's for sure. But look, you just don't know what you're pulling up in this sort of depth. As I say, the target is trag, but it could be a little squire. I mean, there's lots of pike and mowong and everything down here, but it's not very big, whatever it is. But still, I'll get a bit of an idea what's happening. It could be a nanny guy. And when you see them in at the fish co-ops, they're known as redfish. It's pretty fish. Got this fella. Now, I think this could be well, I think it could be a trag, Dave. He took it on. Oh, I had a king here the other day, and look, this is probably feeling a little bit more like a king, possibly. But he's not too happy at the present moment, and he's got me right around the bottom here at the present. Yeah, he tends to. He was bumping and grinding around down the bottom there, which made me think that it and sometimes with these trags, you can also get double hookups, Dave. So all of a sudden you got one going one way and one going the other way.
I got smashed straight away. As soon as I dropped it down there, it was bang, bang, bang. So I got baited. So I brought my bait up, the rebait up, and you've hooked up. So hopefully it's the fish we're after.
I'm hoping so. As I say, he's not so happy coming up.
If you stop fighting it like a girl and start pulling
I just don't want to lose him.
Hard to tell at the moment. Got a bit of colour in the water.
I think I've got two fish on. One's not so good. One's a pike, and the other one is a king. Now, well, we did cast the idea of the kingfish routine before. If David scoop him, we got him.
Oh, come on.
That's the way. Remember, kings have got to be 65 nowadays. But look, it's a nice. Look, they're a really nice fish, and look, some guys will look at that and go, oh, I'd like to take that home, but yeah, it's size limits are for a reason.
That's right.
Basically, they've worked out that by 65 centimetres, they're mature enough to breed and to spawn.
That's right.
And king numbers are coming back, so look,
Definitely are.
we're going to get this one back in the water and get it all happening again.
Beautiful. I wish it was a trag or a snapper, but what do you do?
Well, look, I mean, we're in the zone, mate. We're in the zone, so things are looking good.
Oh, they're pretty hardy fish. They
Go.
go back straight away. All right, well, mate, something on the board.
Oh, we're trying hard. We're trying hard.
All right, well, let's get some more baits down there. All right, yep, we're on, Jay.
Okay, a little move.
Yep.
And be very interested to see which comes up.
It's not huge, but it's a fish at the moment, so...
And that's it's a 6-pine jacket.
Yep,
And
jacket.
they're not a bad eating. I know jackets are the scourge of the deep water, but those guys there aren't bad chewing at all.
Well, it didn't take long, and we've just moved locations, and the reef fishing was a little bit slow this morning, Jace.
Yeah, look, I mean, a little bit of cooler water in there from the other day, Dave, so it's changed sort of everything, basically.
And Jace said, well, we'll get some lures out, we might get a nice dolphin fish, and there's been a lot of blacks around as well, black marlin. So we've only had these lures out for about 3 minutes, and we've hooked up, and I just said, Jace said, how far do you put the shotgun out, which is the middle one, and I said, a fair way out, and that's always the first one that get hit.
It's like a dolphin fish, don't it?
Might be a dolphin fish.
So,
It is, it's only small. Yeah, it is a little dolphin fish, so it's a start. At least they're around, Jace, that's the main thing.
yeah, look, I mean, I reckon there'll be more of them around. We just want to try to secure a bigger one, but for the exercise, we'll get a look at this one.
He's probably, I don't know if you're going to be a legal one. There you go. Beautiful. They're one of the fastest growing fish in the ocean. They go, it's about, is it a centimetre a week, Jace, or a centimetre a month? It's something,
very, very quick
it's something
growth rate.
ridiculous. So, beautiful fish. He's undersized.
Yeah.
And but beautiful colours, spectacular. Off he goes like lightning. Woo! Well, there you go, and that's what happens, Jace. Come in here, mate. It was a little bit slow this morning with the reef fishing.
Look, it was kingy early, a couple of tailor, and
Big cuttlefish.
Couple of big cuddlies get us entertained, but look, not a lot of trag. We may have dropped one early. That's enough sometimes to put the school off. On the moon tonight, that spot in there will fire up on trag. But look, it's turned. The morning's just turning absolutely beautiful. There are a few black marlin around at the moment, particularly in that 30 to 50 fathom line, which for a trailer boat's ideal. And lots of these dolphin fish. Some nice photos from a couple of local boys this morning. Some 10 kilo fish
That's
yesterday.
right. Yeah, exactly.
So we've got a little bit to go, but as I say, we would have had that lure in the water less than 5 minutes.
All right, so we're on. So we're going to take the ratchet off now. We don't need that. Just tighten that drag up a little bit. They're not big fish. We've seen them jumping over, and I thought they were flying fish. And I said, Jace, look at the flying fish. He goes, no, they're dolphin fish. So, and then all of a sudden, bang, about 3 seconds later, we're hooked up.
You come from a long way to get that lure.
I know, it's amazing. And a lot of times too, it's good to have a lure ready because you'll have a fish behind him. Right, Jace, we've got him up to the boat now. Beautiful colours, eh? They're just amazing.
Beautiful.
I'll step back and it's just right in the corner of the mouth too, and in he goes. And I reckon he's a legal fish, mate.
Oh, I think so. That's beautiful. Look at the colours in it.
They glow, they absolutely glow. Mate, you want to measure him up? We'll
Yeah,
just
look,
better
I
check
think
him.
so.
I reckon he's over. He's about 63, 65.
65.
Yeah, 65. So
He's legal.
he's a legal fish, so he can come out for dinner and I'll eat that tonight. Jace, I don't reckon they're that good when you freeze them. You can freeze them, but I reckon they're 100% better when they've cooked fresh.
Oh, look, absolutely. And these are beautiful eating. There's a couple of really nice fillets off that. And look, it is only early. I would expect us to get a dozen of these today, possibly a larger one to be nice. And look, we haven't gone far from the last one.
That's right, exactly. It was probably only another 6 or 7 minutes and we've hooked up to another one again. here we go, we're on, and we just went past that weed.
Double hook.
Double hook up. Woo! I'll back that boat off. All right, double hook up, and hopefully we've got 2 dolphin fish, mate.
Yeah,
I'm going to let you get yours in first because yours is a bit closer. Yep, beautiful. You right there, mate?
Yep.
All right. So now we've got that one fish in. Legal too, mate. He looks legal.
I'll get a measure on him.
He feels a bit. He feels a bit.
Not 60. Not 60. This one's
not. He would have been close to it, but.
Yeah, he's back in there now.
Well, here comes mine,
He
mate.
was 59 and a half.
Yeah, and then not legal.
No, we can't afford that.
No, we can't afford it, and you don't want to do it. We've got to look after our fisheries, do the right thing, so we can have days like this all the time. He's about the same, I reckon, mate.
Maybe.
Look at that beautiful fish. Whoa! You got that, mate? Beautiful. Yeah, I reckon he's going to be just under, I reckon, too.
Yeah.
I reckon he's very similar. All right, Jay, well, he's a legal fish, so I'll tell you, they don't stop kicking, do they?
No,
They're
no.
like a kingfish.
He's just a 60, and look, I'm hoping that there's bigger ones out here. As I say, Fad's just up from us here now.
That's right.
We've just come past a big clump of weed, and really at the end of the day, you're just looking for those telltale signs. I mean, the dolphin fish obviously hanging around that, using that as a base, hunting off that.
That's right.
And we just sort of said, oh, look at that weed, bang, double hook up straight away.
That's right, exactly. All right, we'll get him out of his misery and get some more lures out.
Absolutely.
Right, so that was 2 squid I've lost now, and because there's such a, I should be using like a 2-hook rig or cutting the squid up. So I'm going to try a pilly and get that past there and see if we can get a fish. Come on. And I've got to get the...
Lift it over the pad, baby. Yeah, over the top, that's it, you're over.
I'm over it.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think so. No, I'm on it. Oh, no, I'm over it now.
You got him?
Yeah.
Right, so remember there's that rope off the back as well.
Yeah. Well, there you go. That really worked, Jay.
Straight on.
Straight on. Well, there he is just there, and he hasn't ran much at the moment. And hopefully he's a bigger fish. I don't think he's huge, but
Beautiful colours in him.
oh, amazing colours. He's lit up like a Christmas tree. Beautiful. Well, he didn't put up much of a fight, did he?
No, he was just going doggo there for a little while. Oh, easy 60.
Yeah?
Yeah, more 65.
Beautiful, excellent. Well, it looks like we've got a fish each, Jace, and even our cameraman can have a fish. So, a few fish each, and nothing wrong with that, mate.
No, we'll go another drift and a few more pillies and see how we go. And they're slippery. Here we go. Oh, yeah.
Oh, good work, Jay. Oh, here I've got him on too. I just had it. Here we go. He's got me squid. Oh.
You got one, Dave?
Yep. Oh, no. Yeah, he's on. Yep, double hook up. There you go. So one's on a squid, one's on a pilly. So, any size, Jace?
Yeah, he felt good when he took off, but you know, they all feel good.
It was funny too because it wasn't right at the fad. We had to come off it, didn't we?
A lot of them fishing, like jumping out of the water, probably 30 foot in front of it. So they're just holding up current. Fair bit of current here today too.
We've got no weight on our baits at all, so it's just drifting down that water column. And we trolled past with the baits and nothing happened. We had a couple come out and had a look, and then Jason knocked it back into neutral. We started drifting backwards, our bait started to sink, and that's when we got our hookups. Yeah, little king. Last time we were out of Sydney, we got the same sort of thing. A lot of small kings around the fads.
Yeah, look, I mean, there's no doubt if we had live bait about now, there'd be some big fellas out there, that's for sure and certain. But it's still, it's a good sign.
There you go. There's our dolly. And that was on the squid. Jason's king is on the pilly. So the baits seem to be working, but not on the fad. Oh, actually the one I just got before was pretty close to it, wasn't it?
Yeah, they're just all, you know, in that 30-metre radius of it, really. It's a better one. Oh!
Oh, Jay!
I got a decent thing here.
That's a better fish, mate.
Yes, it took off. I'm hoping that it's a dolphin fish that not doing anything at the moment.
Yeah. There you go. Mate, you can measure that up.
Yeah, look, he's touch and go, but we're not going to... No, he's under, so we're not...
He's under?
Yeah, we're going to get him back. We'll just nick that line and send him on his way.
Well, Jace, here we are back at the boat ramp, mate. We started off a little bit tough, but at the end of the day, we got some great fish.
Look, plenty of dolphin fish out around the fad, and certainly right the way through that farm area today. Water temp was up, and look, it wasn't fantastic fishing, but we made a day of it.
That's right. We didn't get the big dolphin fish we're after, because I reckon a lot of boats went out there early this morning, where we went south to the reefs. They went out to the fad, so the bigger ones could have been caught already.
Look, I think, and we didn't have live bait. We pilchards, squid, so a few lures. It's just fishing in general, and mate, it was okay.
Mate, that's what it's all about, getting out with a good mate, having a good time. And I hope you had a great time. But if you want to find out about the gear we use on today's show, run the Jason store in Marks Point or my Fish and Hunt store in St Mary's, and we'll give you all the right advice to have a great day in the water. Mate, have to thank you.
Yeah, thanks again, Dave. Thanks for coming.
I've enjoyed myself, and I hope you enjoyed yourself. I'll see you next week, somewhere around Australia.
Makes it clear to see that fishing's just like therapy. The worries of the world all just drift away when I'm out here fishing for the day. So if I hook a big one or I hook a small one, I'm hooked on fishing again.